1 hour. Brian Nyaribo from Mombasa, I hope you are doing well in school. So please type there your expectation right there. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes to see, to read your stuff. This is who? This is Jane Jerry. To be enlightened on how to do business better. I like that. Yeah, all of us, we want to do business better. We want to make profit. We want to expand. We want to be like Elon Musk, and we'll be able to discuss maybe how to do business better, how to prosper in our careers. This is who? Joy Malinga, to learn tips of effective management. Wow, okay. That's a good expectation. I can see who else. Maxwell Bogua, ready to learn how to manage risk related to business. Yeah. Okay. I think we did a chapter on risk management, but of course I can mention that, how to learn how to manage risks. I love that, especially at a time like now, the time of flooding and a lot of risk surrounding businesses. Jemima Nzola, I look forward to being inspired, educated, and empowered. Asante sana, Jemima. This is Lydia, inshallah, strategies on staff and stock management, okay? This is who? MK Cyprian, pitfalls of business management for startups, okay? Things to check out, okay? Purity Mwangi, my expectations tonight are to learn best business practices and unlearn the bad ones. I love that. Wow, interesting. So Asante, thank you very much, guys. Asante, and welcome to this a session of business management. As you are aware that, I've been in business for the last 24 years. I'll be celebrating 25 years by August of this year. But before that, I did small businesses in college and also in my village. And the businesses have got a lot of challenges, a lot of hiccups, a lot of benefits, of course. And also, it's important that we are all working for businesses. Even those who are in career like Joe, we are working for businesses. That means you are a business owner. When you are there, don't call yourself an employee. You are a business owner, because what you are doing is to expand or making the business better. And definitely throughout my experience for those 24 years, I did many businesses. I actually did 15 businesses that collapsed, total collapse. Some of them I was auctioned. Others just had cash flow issues, and I closed down. So when I talk about business management, I'm talking about things that I've experienced, challenges that I experienced, and some weaknesses that I had that I can share with you, so that if you are doing your business startup, you don't do the same mistakes George actually did. You can be able to pick a lesson or two, and you can do this business in a better way, in a better manner. Because as you're aware that business is like a relationship, it's like a marriage relationship or friendship relationship that you have to take care of. If you are in a relationship, you have to take care of it. You have to put some energy to take care of that particular relationship. You have to invest in that relationship. So if you're the kind of a person who is very, a miser, you cannot buy your friend a cup of tea, or you cannot buy your spouse a good dress or a good shirt. That relationship will keep fading away. And that's how business is. It's like a relationship. You have to put love in there. When you're in a relationship, there's a lot of love. And of course, you don't, you skip many things. You see a bad thing, you skip it. The same case with business. So it requires a lot of love. You have to love it. You have to like it. You have to breathe it, And of course, business is very interesting, because once you love it, something happens. The expansion start happening. And of course, you have to be in it full throttle. Just like a relationship, you have to be there, not half. And maybe that's why for me, I failed in many businesses, because some of those businesses I did, I was in another career. I was working for an NGO. That means I was not there 100%. I was there half, or even 40%. And when you are not there, crazy things happen, bad things happen. You're not able to really manage that business nicely. So it requires full throttle of your presence. It also requires your commitment. You must be committed, just like a relationship. You need to be committed. And of course, for me, I learned a lesson that any business that you start, if you are not a very good planner, that business will give you a lot of challenges, because sometimes I talk to entrepreneurs like you or career people like you, and the people don't really focus on planning issues. Very few people who plan. And not only businesses, even sometimes the government, the African government, they don't plan. If you ask them, what do you see by 2070? Most of the African government, they have no idea what they want to see in 2070. You know, the other day I went to Dubai and I was shocked. I went to the Museum of the Future and they are talking about what they see by 2070. That is what we are talking about. The same case with our own businesses. What do you see in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years? If you ask me, hey, Washiri, what do you see Optiven in the next, by the 2030, 2040? I'll tell you, by the year 2040, we want to be in over 20 African countries. You know, I can see it. And for you as a business owner, as a career person, as a manager, as a director, you have to have that kind of long-term plan. And of course, I also learned during my career in startups and doing many businesses is that one of the things I really missed, and I know most of us are also miss the same, is organization skills. Yani kujipanga. That is something I really missed. I remember, you know, it was coming to the end of the month. I have no money for salaries. You know, I am going to interview people. I have not organized the question to ask, you know, and things were going awful. So most of the times, especially people who are in business, we miss that aspect of being a bit organized. You know, even simple organization, we miss it. We don't have it in our plans. And then also I discovered, for that time I've done business, I have discovered that part of the management, I was missing some of the things that are very important. How do you manage the teams? How do you manage the teams? They call it human resource. How do you manage them? And one of the things that I see challenges in people who are managing their own businesses is hiring very many relatives. A lot of your relatives are there. You know, even people who are not skilled, they are there because they are looking for jobs. And of course, you know, there are challenges. When somebody knows that you have a business, they always ask you for an assignment. Like for us at Optiven, we usually keep advertising various positions. I get so many people who are my friends. But when I look at that particular CV of the person being referred, they have no single qualification for that assignment. So if you're not very careful, I'm not saying that you don't support, but if you're not very careful, you may end up messing up because you're not able to plan, to manage, to place the human resource in your business, because you need people who are qualified, who are competent to manage your business. And by the way, if you really want to thrive in this business, if you really want to thrive, hire people who are even better than you. If you're not an accountant, hire a very good accountant. If you're not a good marketer, get a very good marketer. If you're in partnership, there are people who are in partnership. Get a very good person who you can be able to work together with. It's very, very important. And of course, I also learned that during my business journey, 24 years, I also learned that the issues finance was a real issue. Yani pesa. Even how to manage the little that I had. And this is very, very easily confused because some people confuse business money with their money. I always advise people that if you're running a business, pay yourself a salary. I remember when I started, you know, I had a stationery business and my salary was 5,000 a month, 5,000 a month. And even today, because of that practice, even today, I earn a salary from Optiven. I can't pick Optiven money as my money. I earn a salary. If I buy you dinner, you know, and I use a company resource, that money will be deducted from salary. And I want to encourage all of us who are doing businesses. You can try to professionalize it, pay yourself a salary, you know, put up nice financing discipline. However, most of the companies, I was reading a research on why we lose about 2.2 million, 2.2 million companies are lost. One of the reasons they were saying is because of poor financial management. Even here in Kenya, I saw some statistics from Kenya National Bureau of Statistics that for the last 5 years, 2.2 million companies have been deregistered or have ceased to do business. Why? One of the things is money issues, finance issues. So if you're running a business and you need to really learn about finances, you need to get an expert. I remember when we were very small, we used to get an auditor that used to pay 5,000 shillings a month. Can you imagine? To come and audit your books. And definitely, if you are a startup, start from the right footing. Start doing your books. Ensure your books are done. If you're not an expert, get a friend, somebody who can do your books. Very, very important in the future as your company grows. And definitely another thing that I really missed, and that's why maybe 15 of them failed, 15 of my businesses failed, is how to craft a good marketing campaign. Yeah, a good marketing campaign. They say any business that is not marketed is on the way to its deathbed. Marketing is extremely key. By the way, have you ever discovered or asked yourself a question? How comes Safaricom is one of the biggest companies? They actually set records in Africa in terms of making over $1 billion. Can you imagine? That means, yet this company is all over our eyes. They are advertising, they are marketing, they are talking about themselves. Yet, most of us, we say, if you spend money on marketing, it's a waste. Please don't go that direction. Have us a budget to market. And if you have no budget, your budget is your mouth. You can be able to market yourself. Your mouth is your budget. Those who have got startups, go out there, go for events, talk about your organization, do that personal marketing. And of course, I also learned that, I was not very keen in matter sales management. And any business is about selling. Every business is selling something. You are either selling a product or you are selling a service. So are you selling? How is your sales funnel? So it's important for you to ensure that your sales funnel is good, because if you're not selling, where are you going? You are going in the wrong direction. So this topic, business management, I love it because majority of you, even those who are in school, I have seen 2 students, friends of mine, very soon you are going to work in a business, and you can be able to pick some of these things to ensure that that business does not go down. The other day I was telling somebody that if you're working for a business, work as if it is your business, because if it goes down, what happens? You also go to your village. You also go down. So the thing is, as long as you are somewhere you are working, that is your business. But allow me to share with you some of the thoughts that I have learned for the last 24 years in business management. What do you require, or what do I require for this assignment of managing a business? What do you require? As a business person, as a career person, what do you require? So one of the things that you require that I think is very important is ability to review situations in a business. Ability to conduct a review. So don't just work. Spare time to do a review. If you're running a school, spare time to do a review. And that's why I find that many organizations, they have quarterly reviews. They have monthly reviews. Because if you don't review what you're doing, it means you're not able to plan for the future, because the review will give you some information where you are going right and where you are going wrong. So please, spare time to do some reviews. Craft some situations. If something happens, what will happen? Do scenarios. You're all aware that over COVID, a lot of businesses closed. And over COVID, a lot of businesses also were born. Right now, we're talking about floods. I've gotten several calls. There are people who have totally lost their business, totally. Then I was asking these people, do you have like a backup plan? In fact, one of the person told me everything was swept, including computers, books of accounts. Then I was asking him, do you have like a backup, like a cloud backup? They don't have a backup. Hawana, no backup. That means the business is now completely, you have to start afresh to crafting new books of accounts. So please, as you do review, you can be able to identify some weaknesses and work on those weaknesses to ensure that you are doing pillars for your business. What else do you require as a business person? What else do you require? You need to lead by example. Lead by example. Be the example in your business. As you plan to manage your business better, be an example. Don't just be the person who only say things, who only direct things, who only shout things. No. Go to the trenches. People who know me, I go to the trenches. I can market. I can do a video. I can talk on media. So practice it. Go on the trenches. Lead by example. When you lead by example, the people will follow you. Even if it's a matter of honesty. Be honest to your business. Don't just pick stuff. Don't misuse business resources. Be there. Be honest. When your people know that you're honest, even them, they are going to be honest. Something else I've also discovered is that, be a mentor. The people you're working with, mentor them. Have time with them. Speak to them. Mentor them. Mentor others. Do coaching. That's the way to manage your business. Don't just be a person to be seen. Apana, be involved. And once you are involved, definitely as the business expand, even if the expansion now you're not available, you have already set up systems, policies, procedures on how the business is run. The other day I was looking at banks like Equity Bank. When Equity was starting, my own mentor, Dr.George was always there on media. He was there talking about equity. Nowadays, he can even be there for 6 months. You have not seen him. 3 months, you have not seen him, because now the systems is working. The plumbing is done. The water is flowing. You need to ask yourself, as you manage your business, are you putting the system properly? Can things run when you're not there? For me, it's very interesting. I was in the US for a month, and nobody called me for anything. That means for you as a business owner, you need to work yourself and make yourself irrelevant. That when you are not there, people don't need you, because you have already put systems in place. Umepanga biashara vizuri. However, most of us, I know there's people who have done in business for 10 years in this forum. If you're not there, if you are sick, a check cannot be signed. That's not good management. If you are unwell, an agreement cannot be signed. Apana, that is not good business management. You are able to push others, mentor others, train others, and things can flow, whether you are there or you are not there. That's the way to grow and to manage our businesses to the next level. Because when I look at Kenyan people are very good on startups, by the way. They are very good. We are very good on startups. And they say 90% of startups also goes down very fast. You know why? We have energy when you're starting, but the energy to sustain is not there. When you face a small challenge, the business goes down. But for you as a business leader, you need that oomph, that energy that you are able to keep going. And that energy you can be shared with others by leading by example. Something else I also learned at the business management is your ability to monitor financial health of the organization. I think I had mentioned that earlier. But for you to monitor is not sufficient. You need to be financially, you need to have a discipline, financial discipline yourself. I know that when the business are growing, sometimes you make some money. And many entrepreneurs get very excited. Wow, they get very excited. And then they start buying stuff, buying things. They don't have financial discipline. And let me tell you, once you lack financial discipline, that business is going to suffer. That business is going to limp. I've also discovered when I talk to people, many people, they're not able to really monitor the financial aspect. Then I ask them, why can't you hire an expert? You can hire an expert, hire somebody who is so good in numbers. Somebody who is so good can make a balance sheet for you. Somebody who can make a P&L for you. Somebody to do financial statement for you. You must not be the guru, but there are people out there with those talents. You can be able to hire those experts. Definitely, for you to manage your finances, sometimes money is not there. Capital is not there. What do you do? Develop a relationship so that you're able to leverage on debt. Right now in African countries, most of our businesses are usually financed by debt. You know why? We don't have godfathers, most of us. Most of us have started from the bottom. You don't have the initial capital to start your business. So the majority of businesses, they leverage through debt. You go out there, borrow from a microfinance, go out there, borrow from a bank, go out there, borrow from a circle, and then you have a seed capital to start. So, but for you to do that, you have to manage your venture very well so that when they come to check, they can discover you are managing this venture very well. I remember one time we were looking for some loan facility. I remember it was 70,000. And the people who were giving us the facility, they actually came to our office in Duluma Road. And they asked a few questions, 1 or 2 questions. And I think there's one question that was asked, and we answered so well, and we were able to get a facility. The same case with all of us who are managing that business. You are able to really ensure that you are able to defend what you do. The books are able to defend. You are able to narrate it. You are able to present. You are able to pitch, because that's the way to go. And then definitely, as you talk about business management, you need to work on ability to motivate others, ability to inspire the teams, and also inspire yourself. Are you able to inspire yourself? Let me tell you, as a business leader, for you to manage your business very well, if you are not inspired yourself, how will you inspire your suppliers? How will you inspire the people you're working with? How will you inspire your staff? So lazima kwanza you encourage yourself, you motivate yourself so that you're able to motivate others, to motivate the teams that you are working with, support those teams. That is very key. And for you to inspire yourself, I always tell business people and career people, be an avid reader, read stuff. I know there are so many books out there. Like for me, on this platform here, I have many books, all corners are books. Everywhere there are books, everywhere, everywhere I check, there are books. So you cannot read all the books, but select books that you can read that can inspire you. Books that can read that can change the way you manage your venture. Today I'm reading a book called the 33 Rules of Business, the 33 Laws of Business and Life. A beautiful book, and any given time, as long as you are in business, read something. Once you read something, you inspire yourself, you also inspire others. That's the best way to get those skills of managing your business to the next level. And definitely fine-tune your communication as a leader. Fine-tune your communication skills. They say people who knew me 20 years ago, I was a very poor communicator. But through practice makes permanent. So ensure that the way you communicate, the way you speak, the way you present, the way you write, fine-tune that skill, your communication skills. And if you're not able, you can also hire expert in communication. As you expand, you can hire expert in communication. And that way, your business will have no choice. It will obey, it will expand. Remember, we are talking about things that you can do to manage your venture better. Okay. But maybe for you asking me, George, how can I, as a person, how can I improve myself so that I am also able to improve the business? Remember, your business can go as high as you can go as a leader. Joe Orlando, global office can only go as high as you can go as a general manager for global office. So for you as a leader, the responsibility is more. The expectations are more. I sympathize with you because people expect more. More is demanded. But what can you do? One of the things I advise people to do, and I also want to share with you, is that if you're not very well educated, pursue education, gain knowledge. Once you gain that knowledge, you shall use that knowledge to develop your skills further. Once you develop your skills further, you'll be able to create networks because you're associating with the people at a higher level. And once you create networks, you develop and create resources. And once you create networks, you create resources, you have the skills, you have the knowledge, definitely you now take care of your reputation. And once you take care of all those, you are able now to move your business to the next level. So I know most of us, we don't like going back to school. But let me tell you, there are many colleges that are offering evening classes. You can be able to go out there in the evening, 2 hours, 3 hours, and keep sharpening yourself. Some of us, we have gone to school. I remember when I was doing my CPAs, it was not very convenient. It was after work, you go to school. When I was doing my master's, it was after work, you go to school. When I was doing my PhD, it was after work, you go to school. So it may not be so convenient, but I think as a business leader, I think it's important for you to upgrade your upstairs so that you are better, you are more informed, and you are able to expand your venture. What else can you do as a business leader? You can also train yourself, like you are here in this platform. You are now training yourself. And I'm so happy that when I meet people who train themselves through George Washuri mentorship in cohort 1, cohort 2, cohort 3, cohort 4, and I visit their businesses and they are thriving. And they tell me, hey, Washuri, there's a principle you taught us, and that is what I'm using now. So I get very inspired, very encouraged, and that's why I say mentorship works. So what you're doing here is not wasting 1 hour. What you're doing here, you are training yourself. You want to be better because they say, hey, once you train yourself, your venture is also going to become better. That's how people thrive. That's how business are grown. The other day I was in the US and I was able to meet one of the biggest business people there in the US. and is a Kenyan. And I was asking him, hey, wait a minute. How comes now you have a multi-million-dollar business? How comes you have a multi-million-dollar business? What happened? And then the guy told me his story. You know, he told me the story, and I was shocked. This guy went there with very minimal qualifications and was able to go to school. He was able to train himself. He was able to do stuff, and now he's running one of the biggest businesses in the US. That means anybody here can be able to go to the next level. So it is all in our mind. So train yourself. And being here, I think it's important because you pick a lesson. You also network with other people on the platform. You also have a chance to ask questions on the platform and don't shy away. They say people who ask, they gain more. People who don't ask, the answer remains a no. So be a person who is curious. Ask questions, and you never know that one thing can change your venture. What else can you do? Be orderly as a person. Be orderly. Unajipanga vizuri. Be orderly. What do we mean? That venture you have, put some structures. Be orderly. Build skills, not only for yourself, but also for your teams. Build skills. Be the person who trains them. Like for me, what I do, I train. I train my people. I go research, I train. I go research, I train. You can do the same. Because you cannot be paying trainers throughout. You can go research and do what and train. That is something that can help your business better. You can manage your business better. Of course, we said earlier, be a very good planner. Yeah, be a very good planner. And be open to ideas. By the way, there are some business leaders, they think they are the only ones who have got good ideas. Let me tell you a secret. The best ideas are the people you don't expect. The people that sometimes you ignore. Just listen to them. Have forums, create forums for them. Like for us at Optimate, we create forums for our people just to listen to them. And then as a leader, you lead through questions. Don't dictate to people. Like the whole day, today, we were in Kitengela with all our team members. And we are driving a certain agenda. That agenda, you started the questions from teams. And the teams will give you information. And once you involve the teams, they buy into your idea. But if you are the person who always say you are a teller, you tell people what to do, let me tell you, that is not the best way to manage. The best way to manage, you start from the people. Listen to them. What do they want? How do you craft what you want your business to do? And that way is going to help a lot. So you as a business leader, you also need to develop this skill. The other day I was handling a friend of mine who had issues in his organization. And he told me, hey, George, my organization is good. We are making money, but the environment is toxic. It is toxic. If there are things that are happening in my organization, is gossip. Then I asked him, how are you solving this toxic environment? For you as a leader, you need to learn skills on how to sort out conflicts before they are terrible. Because conflicts make your organization, make your venture to be toxic. So you need to discover, to research ways on how to solve conflict. And how do you do it? Be a listener. Be somebody who listens to your team members. Listen to them. Just listen to them. Even listening, you sort out the issue 50%. The time you listen, the issue is 50% sorted. And once you do that, let me tell you, your venture, the venture will definitely go to the next level. The management will be supported by your own team members. They're going to help you to put up structures. And of course, there are some lessons I have learned personally. There are some lessons I have learned in business management. And these lessons, you can also pick them. There are some lessons I have learned. And these lessons are key. I wish I knew them before. But before I share the lessons I've learned for 24 years, let me see whether there are any comments on the platform. Let me see whether there are any comments on the platform. Allow me to open the platform to see whether there are any comments on the platform. And you can put your comments as I check on my phone whether I am alone or you are there. Let me see. Let me see whether I am there alone or you are there. Okay. Okay. And you can pick a few things and maybe you have learned. Okay, somebody says mentorship works. I love that. Yeah, mentorship works. Very important. I think I agree with you. Mentorship works. Let me see whether there are any comments on my platform. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Keep typing. I'll read them shortly. I'll read them shortly. Keep typing. Keep typing. Keep typing. Let me check whether there are some comments as we talk about business management. Yeah, I can see there are quite a number of comments right here. Okay. Keep typing. Let me see. Okay. Keep typing. A lot of what you are saying is true. Thank you very much, Steve. Yeah, Steve Wawero. Thank you. Asante sana. Keep typing. I'll read them. Keep typing. That is Wawero. Okay, that is Steve Wawero. That is Capolonto. Christine. Company money is not my money. I agree with you. Hey, I love that. Company money is not your money. It is company money. Jilipe mshahara. That is the way to go. Huyu ni Ade Moas. I am really learning a lot from you about disrupting the industry positively, e.g. value-added clause. Okay, asante sana. Yeah, that's how you do as a business leader. You create, you innovate, you dream. That is your work. Let me see who else is here. Sammy Minor. Let me see who is this. This is John Minor. John Minor says, a great learning as a startup founder. Continuous learning is a very key. I totally agree. Keep learning. Don't stop. Keep learning, Mr. Minor. This is who? Sammy Minor again. That's okay. I've read that one. What pointers do you check in a business career until you decide it's not for you after giving your all? I love that. That's a whole discussion. What pointers do you check for in business career until you decide it's not for you at all? Yani, you have started a business and it's not making it. Yani, haionyeshi, haileti. Okay. One of the things you can do is intuition. And then low energy. You can tell this business I'm doing, I have zero energy. By the way, one time I did a business and I felt, I think I was doing stationery. I felt I had no energy at all and I had to quit. So listen to your intuition, listen to yourself. When you wake up in the morning, you're not able to go to work. That work, think twice, okay? Benjamin Budia, on reading books, good leader must be a good reader. I love that. Mary Wambulu, I have decided to continue learning, reading. That's the way to go, Mary. Well done. Dr. Jimmy Mutunga, Daktari, separation of personal expenses from business expenses is very critical. I totally agree, Daktari. Yes, don't mix expenses. Personal and business is different. Billy, Paul, what's the formula? How much to reinvest? How much for me? How much for growth? I love that. What's the formula? I think, how much to reinvest, how much for me, how much for growth. I am assuming that, Billy Paul, you are doing your accounts, assuming that you make a million a year. You can make a decision. Do I invest 30%, 40%, 50%? Or do I divest 10%? Or you can be able to make a personal decision. Of course, there are people who reinvest almost 70%, but it depends on your appetite for growth. Anthony K, I am learning, Daktari, to be open to ideas, be a good listener, listen to your team members, that's very important. Plan well, do research, and train, very, very important. And Mudhuma, keep inspiring, very important. Yeah, inspire yourself, very, very important. Gladys, my good friend from US of A, what do you do when you train the staff and they leave? It's demoralizing. Don't worry. When you train your staff and they leave, they go to build nation elsewhere. Keep training. You better train and they go because they are going to develop Kenya, to develop Africa, to develop continent. What happens as you train? There is God in heaven. God somehow, pays you back. So don't fail to train because they will go. No, apana. Mark Mudhomi, building a personal skill set ensures success of a business venture. I totally agree. Vicky Wa Christ, on financial discipline, I need even spiritual intervention on this, but I have learned conducting frequent reviews and assessing business financial health. This will really help me and inspire discipline. I love that, yes. Financial discipline is real. Some people are not able to be disciplined. They just pick money. But I think you're confessing very well, Vicky. Yeah. And by the way, you can get help. In this platform, there are people who have done financial management. You can have a cup of tea with them on how to manage money. If you're doing financial management, you can just type there and share your number. Maybe Vicky may buy you coffee. You have more talks. Remember, this mentorship is not, you need to do more, not only mentorship. You need to connect with others who are expert in different fields. Peter Bogua, getting you loud and clear. Asante sana. The communication is well fine-tuned. Very asante sana, Bogua. Naomi Wamaida, what would you advise for those who fundraise, then misappropriate the amount raised? I think some organizations are failing because of financial exploitation. Yeah, God help them. If you're doing foundation, please don't fundraise and eat money. Don't kill your relatives to fundraise and eat money. There are people who are killing their grandmothers, grandfathers. They raise money and they eat it up. Please, I think honesty is key. Honesty is key. Gladys, what do you do when you train the staff and they leave? I think I answered that. Focus and be resilient and innovative. Very important. If you want your business to grow, Joseph, focus, be innovative, and keep going. Peter Kubo, this is of immense impact in my career. Asante sana, Peter. Cyprian MK, how much percentage of my income should go to salaries? I think it's between 18. Oh, your salary. Let me know whether it's your salary or staff salaries. Let me know. But if you're 80 with your salary, depending if the company is too small, if the company is small, 10%. If the company is big, 3 to 4%. If it is so huge, like Uber, even 1%. It depends on the volume you make. Master Philip, don't mix family business. We have learned living in diaspora. Wow. Master Philip says, don't mix family and business. Okay. Asante sana. Maxwell Bogwa, your venture can go as far as a leader can go. That's true. Mary Bogwa, what do you do when you, okay, I answered that one. The last one, Vicky, please, I'm ready to be mentored on discipline over a cup of kettles of coffee. I'll buy someone, please. If you're here, you're very good in financial, Vicky is ready. Vicky is ready to be mentored. Asante sana. MK Cyprian says, I mean salaries. It's between 18 and 22%. If you're a good payer, 18 to 22% can go to salaries. Asante sana. Wow, let's go to what's the last discussion. My lessons in business management. One of the things I've learned is having open mind. As a business owner, as a business career person, have an open mind. Don't close your mind. Have open mind. Open to challenges. Challenges come to people. When challenges come, be open for solutions. There are people, when they face challenges, they quit quickly. By the way, if there are some people who have faced serious challenges, is your mentor here. Challenges, big ones. One time we faced a challenge of 200 million loss. We went out there, borrowed money, and paid people back. That means as a leader, open your mind when challenges come. When things are not working out, be open to new ideas. Listen to new ideas. I have also learned that people, the way you treat people, the asset called people, treat people well. Somebody is asking, what if I train them and they go? Please train them, let them go and build Kenya. Let them go and build Australia. Let them go and build America. Train them. Don't get tired. People, the asset called people is important. Respect them. Yeah, respect them. Respect people you work with. Respect people you supervise. Please portray fairness. As a leader, you must seem to be fair. Remember, it's perception. You must be fair. Don't show favoritism to the people that you are leading, to the people that you are managing. Please be fair. Respect them. Listen to them. Be fair. And it's the biggest asset. The biggest asset is called the people. When the people are inspired, when the people are happy, I tell you a secret. When they are happy, they'll work for you. Something else I've also learned, your purpose must be great. Even as you manage your venture, your purpose must be unwavering. Your vision must be big to be the champions of socio-economic transformation. That's the vision for Optimum, to be the champions, not followers. be the champions of socio-economic transformation. So whatever we do, we are asking ourselves, like now there are floods. Tomorrow you're going to donate some money to Red Cross. We are asking ourselves, are we the champions of socio-economic transformation? You need to ask yourself, is the purpose big enough? Is your vision huge, massive enough? Is it great enough to move you, to move others, to expand your venture? That's something I've learned. Maybe you may need to relook at your purpose, relook at it, check it. Is it big enough? I've also learned that leave some footprints, leave some legacy. They say, there's a book I'm reading, and this book is called Heal My Finances. I think it's authored by one of the mentees here. And one of the things that the author said is that you are born, you create a venture, you grow it, you either hand it over when you die, or you leave people fighting for it. That means leaving legacy means you build your venture, pass it over, maybe to your children, pass it over, maybe to charity like Optiven Foundation, pass it over well. Leave footprints, leave legacy. When you are alive and energetic, like now we have challenges of flooding. Go out there, even if it is 5,000, visit a family that is suffering. Do something to these people. Go out there, do something. Encourage. If you have no money, go out there in Mandale, go to Kologosho, encourage these people who are suffering. Leave footprints. When you are going out there, create opportunities for people. Your business need to create job opportunities for people. Don't just say, I, me, myself. Build opportunities. For us at Optiven, we say by the year 2030, we must create 30,000 opportunities for our people. And we are still creating. And I want to inspire you, to encourage you. Someone like Joe Alanda, for example, you are working there at a global office. Create opportunities for others. Where you are working, create opportunities for others. Very important. Then finally, there's something I've learned for you to manage your business well. You need a medicine. You need some tablets called PMA. Positive mental attitude. You need it. Positive mental attitude. That whatever you do mentally, you're always optimistic. You're always positive. You are emotionally charged to do better. Positive mental attitude. You need it because that one is your engine. Because businesses have got challenges, by the way. Businesses, people just see the stars. They don't see the roots. The roots are fighting with the rocks. The roots are fighting with the worms under the soil. So when people see the star, the leaves, the fruits, they need to see the roots. And for you as a business owner, you must have positive mindset to be able to be grounded, that the fruits can be seen. Today, people see Optiven, they only see the fruits. Wait until they read my book, Soul and Canigo, or they read the other book after the pledge, which is available on Amazon. They say, wait a minute, I think Washiri is a funny guy. How did he survive? The same case with you. Everybody has got a story. Let's have that positive mindset to be able to be grounded. Then finally, listen to your intuition. Yeah, listen to your intuition. If you go to a deal and the intuition is telling you this is wrong, please don't do it. Think twice. And now let's say when the deal is too good for your business, for your venture, when the deal is too good, think twice. When the deal is too good, think twice. Sometimes I sympathize with many business people. They have lost it. They have closed businesses. Because of my public in nature, I get a lot of information. The other day, someone told me, George, I just lost 70 million through a bad deal. How was it? The deal was too sweet. It was too good. It was amazing. I knew I would make 4 times money. When the deal is too good, think twice. Listen to your intuition. Some mistakes I've done, by the way, myself, let me now confess, some of the mistakes I've done in business, my intuition was telling me, hey, George, this is not right. This is wrong. But looking at the returns, say, let me try. Listen to your intuition. And definitely, as we talk about business venture management, please comply. Comply with the legal issues, comply with the regulatory issues, comply with the community expectations. Just comply. You know, right now, people who are doing real estate, they are spending a lot of money. You know, after the floods, there are people who were selling properties that are flooding, and they're investing big to ensure that the drainages are done. So, and for you to comply with the communities, you have to do it for you to remain in business. For you to comply on legal issues, you have to do it. Get a good lawyer. Get a good accountant, a good auditor. Right now, we are getting guests from different offices of government. Could be county, could be KRA. So are you compliant? Are you able to comply? And then as I conclude, business management is a game changer. Business management, once you manage it properly, is a game changer. The business will thrive, the business will prosper, and for you to really make it a game changer, you need a razor focus. You need to be very focused. One of the things that we mess up, especially Africans, we want to do everything. We want to do in very many businesses. Yet, you can do it later. You can be like Richard Branson, who have got 28 public listed organizations. Later, when you have skills, you have the resources to hire experts. But when you're starting, don't start too many things at the same go. You need the focus. And then remember, avoid split mind. Avoid split mind. Some of my failures is because I was working, I was doing business. Split mind. The split mind cannot achieve what you want. You better have one mind. You focus on something and you do it so well. And definitely don't compare yourself with other people. Don't compare yourself with other people. There are people who are basically lucky. They are blessed. They start something, it just prosper. You know, there are people who are like that. So if you compare yourself, now when you are diesel, some people they have their petrol engines. Maybe for you, you are diesel engine, and you're comparing yourself with a petrol engine guy. You mess up. Walk your steps. If you are like a tortoise, tembea pole pole. Even like hair, for example, run quickly. We are all different. We were created differently. We have different talents, different gifts. Please don't compare. If you compare, you'll be discouraged. Run your race. Run your race. And definitely, as a business owner, as you grow your business, reward yourself. Don't beat yourself too much. Reward yourself. Don't keep beating yourself. Don't say, I can't make it. The way I see Optiven grow, Optiven is growing quickly and fast. No, we'll be there for 24 years. Grow with your own pace. Then as I conclude, allow me to share with you some pillars of business management. Some killers. What kills business? What are some of the killers? Number one, nepotism. Yeah, nepotism. Nepotism. That one is a killer number one of business. Number two, tribalism. Tribalism. Yeah, ukabila. When you are hiring, you are checking where people have come from. For us at Optiven, we don't care where you come from. And we are a face of Kenya. Actually got an award as the most diversified, organization. Diversity. We got a certificate, a trophy, an award for diversity. All communities are in Optiven. And it's intentional from the leadership. The same case with you. Please don't practice tribalism. The same with your department. Don't practice it. The same with your unit. Please be a Kenyan. Be an African. Be a person who is balanced. So another killer of business is greed. You want to make money quickly, fast, and furious. Greed. Please don't be greedy. And you can be greedy on your own business. Stealing from your business, that is greed. Wanting to buy the best car from your business money, well, that is greed. And definitely another killer of business is dishonesty. Oh, yes. Yeah, dishonesty. Dishonesty. You want to be dishonest. And definitely, finally, poor leadership. I think I'll put a comma there and wish you all the very best. But I'll give you an assignment. I'll give you an assignment on the platform. You need to post which book are you reading and 3 lessons that you have learned. 3 books that you have read. 3 books that you have read, and document on the platform 3 lessons you have picked. I'll be able to read on the platform to see whether this mentorship is working. Remember, somebody said on the platform, leaders read. So I wish you all the very best. And see you next week. I'll be away again another 1 month. But I'm happy that our Vice Chancellor is doing an amazing job, ensuring that we are catching up very fast. God bless you. Have a fantastic evening. Thank you for plugging in. May your business thrive. May your families thrive. May God give you good life. And together, we can be able to change Kenya. Together, we can change Africa. Together, we can change the world. Back to our Vice Chancellor, Nagilai mwenyewe.
Wow, wow, wow. That's fantastic. That is great. We really appreciate you, our mentor. Yes, you've taken us through business management, and I believe tonight so many people have learned, so many people have lessons. And just to let you know, it is true, we are global, we are a global company. And as you can see, our GM, who is our general manager in our global office, they already have an international intern. And that is one of the things that we thank God for. The other thing, as he has said, if you avoid tribalism, you can only have a company like Optiven. Like I'm here and I'm from Samburu. Our GM is here and is from Kisumu. Our own Dr. Ashuri is here and is from Nyeri. And you come to Optiven, you meet people from different counties, different areas of this nation, and that tells you he practices what he preaches. So he preaches what he practices. So definitely come to Optiven, you will learn a lot of what Daktari is sharing. One thing I love about Daktari is that he shares his real life experience. And with you guys who are here, believe your businesses will be better and you will run them in a better way. Why? Because you are getting them from a real guru who has done it. He has failed. He has risen up. He has failed again, risen up, written book. The other week, one of you was in the office and she called actually. She said, I'm just around town, please bring me the 3 books. And we were glad to give the books to her, and she's now reading the 3 books. Why? Because she wants to become a guru. She wants to become an expert. So remember the assignment. Post the lessons you've learned from the books you are reading in the platform. And from there, Daktari will get to read all of them. See you next week on Tuesday, 8 p.m. And as Daktari has said, when he travels, we will look at his schedule up there because he's going for 1 month. We look if we can get a chance. Remember, I'm saying if we can get a chance, he will give us the 2 hours. That is 1 hour for a different day and another hour for maybe a different day and another week. And with that, we will be done June. For now, see you on next week on Tuesday, and that will be our last session for the month of May. Thank you. God bless you. Thriving, growing, shining, and definitely see you at the top. Santeni sana. And now this session is officially adjourned. Thank you. God bless you. And thank you, Daktari.